normal to them is what they are. They're to their self. I believe they think they're normal. They don't think that they're disabled.
Was his name Paul?
It's hard to talk about it.
Did it make you mad that you couldn't help your friends?
The bus driver, if he actually knew how intelligent Lanny was, he makes the grunts and groans. Whether he thought that Lanny couldn't communicate.
Oh, she was so excited about moving here. And Jackie, you know, their family being so warm, she really adapted. Basically, she gets along with everybody.
Say we go to a movie or something, you know, and Mary, say, don't know, give her a $5 or a $10 bill to pay to get into a movie. She don't realize she don't know that, you know. She doesn't realize, well, I don't know what a $5 bill is. I just know it's money.
And how long have you lived with Jackie?
18 years.
So she was bused from my place previously, and then when she moved here, they had to arrange just a different bus.
Well, as soon as she moved up to our house in Latrobe, we made arrangements for the bus to pick her up. She goes to the YMCA ATF in Greensburg.
And they're on the bus from 5 till 7 till 8:30. So that's an hour and a half that they're actually riding that bus. And anything can happen.
Did Paul hurt Mary?
Yeah.
Where did Paul touch you? Can you show me on your body where Paul touched Jessica? Did Paul hurt Jessica?
Yeah.
He touched me down below and on my chest.
Detective.
I think he was like sneaky, nasty, mean, a lot of beer on his mouth, cigar on his mouth.
Did you talk to Jessica about it?
Yeah, take it to your mom.
Did Paul touch the girls many times? He put his hand where?
She doesn't have any way of expressing herself.
And what did you say? Did it upset you that you could not help the girls?
His feelings were of guilt. Like almost he could have tried to prevent it. How can you do it? How can you, what was he getting out of it?
Lanny and Jessica were able to at least vocalize what was happening, where Sue couldn't tell us what was actually happening.
He told me, don't tell my mom, don't tell Jackie, and I got kicked out of here.
That he would make sure that you would not work anymore?
I couldn't even imagine what she must have thought was going on.
'Cause she come home a couple of times with her boobs out of her bra.
What did Paul say he was going to do if you told anyone?
I'm getting double! I'm getting double!
Did he do things that scared you?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
He made me mad and I was scared.
Did you think you could help?
No.
No, nobody would help me. 'Cause I thought I would be alone.
We started having problems with her wetting and peeing or pooping her pants, crying down at the school a lot. The teachers would call and say she'd been crying and they didn't know why.
She kept wanting to come home. She really loved it here. All of a sudden she wanted to be home. It took months for her to finally tell me that she realized that he knew where this was, but he didn't know where my house was. So she was afraid that he would come after her here.
I wanted Paul Lizard to not hurt me anymore.
I think that's gonna save your life. The night I questioned Lanny what happened on the bus. He just cried and cried and cried. You know, he just broke down. He got it out and he told me what was going on. His feelings were of guilt. Like almost he could have tried to prevent it, but you know, and I explained to him, Lan, no, you couldn't have stopped it.
She still has nightmares.
My nightmares are like scary, and Paul would be like here.
And Mary, she was having a lot more trouble with ARC, that's her job, to focus, to concentrate on her job.
It wasn't until we realized what had happened that we started to put two and two together as to why we were having problems with her. What he took away from her was the trust that she had in people.
He stole from her ability to trust people. That child, she trusts everybody. She treats everybody good, and now she doesn't.
They weren't here when Jess was having nightmares. Lanny felt guilty. Mary having her problems that she has, you know, they weren't here to see it. You know, go through it every night and getting up thinking he was coming to the house and he was going to be on the porch.
So you're telling me that the regional safety manager acknowledged that a camera would have stopped this whole thing? I have been saying that since this happened.
Put a monitor on there just for the safety of all of them, the bus drivers, the kids, other people on the road. That's all they would have to do.
It makes me feel angry because there should have been a monitoring system. These kids, a lot of them can't tell what happened to them.
A little camera could protect all of these people. How many times this happened over and over and over? I hope your child, is what I would tell them, I hope your child never has to go through this. That money becomes such an issue that the minimal safety things are not implemented. That's disgusting.
It's like it don't sink into them, you know. Hey, look what you did here. Look what you did, how they changed their lives, their nightmares, their dreams, their guilt. Why should they have to suffer anymore? It doesn't, you know, they've suffered enough in their years on this earth. They shouldn't have to suffer 1 ounce of what he did to them.